Okay, I feel like I'm home now. You and I, and I'm talking with, of course, head coach Ken French. You and I had some great conversations last year, and I will tell you, I enjoyed covering the team thoroughly. I know we didn't have the record that we would like, but we worked our tails off. And sitting next to you, and during the games, I'm about 4 feet away. And that I learned a lot.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
But I learned a lot about the game of basketball. And you told me at the end of last year that you didn't take any time off. You hit the ground running. And when I look at the additions you've made, and I look at getting to talk to some of the guys in your last year again, the guys that were here are bigger and stronger and look better, and my goodness, you brought in some excellent pieces. This is, I think, a very exciting time.
We think so. We're hoping that the pieces that we brought in complement the pieces that we already had, that we retained, that we brought back. And if that happens, we feel like we're going to have a good year. Our goal was we want to be the most improved team in the league. And I think we've got an opportunity to do that. What does that mean? Have no idea, because I think the league is as deep and as good as it ever has been. But with the additions that we've brought in, with the returners we have, we feel like we've got a good mix. You've talked about, you've brought up the versatility. Mm-hmm. We feel like we do have a team that's very versatile, that we can go big, we can go small, and there's different things that we can do with this group. It's just a matter of getting everybody on the same page and trying to make sure that we're a cohesive and connected group. I think if we are, I think that we can be pretty good.
I know one of the big concerns you talked about was rebounding. As I said, I'm looking at our guys coming back. They look like they've hit the weights a little bit. They're bigger and stronger. And we brought in some guys that are able to rebound the basketball. And I know I haven't been able to see a lot of the newcomers, but Jack Weiniger I've seen a lot. And that young man falls out of bed rebounding. So I mean, it looks like we've addressed that area very successfully.
I think so. We've got a good mix. Jack, we think he's a good space rebounder. And he rebounds it well in his own space, and he can carve out his own space. He's hard to move because he's a big guy. But then you've got Guicero, Barica, who we think is very athletic for his size and can rebound out of his area. And we've got two of the better guards who rebound in the league with DJ and Drake. And our guards are going to have to rebound. So it's going to have to be a collective group effort on the boards. And I think we can rebound. It's just one of those things where going into it, I'm curious to see how well we do rebound, because I think that's one of the things we're going to have to emphasize every night.
Schedule is daunting. I mean, I'm looking at it. You play a tough schedule, and you start things off. I know we're not much into the season, and we head into what is the best NAIA tournament, holiday tournament in the country, and that's a place that we find out pretty fast where we stand up.
I think so. I even think opening weekend we'll find out where we're at. We play two really good teams, a really good NCCAA team in Grace Christian University, and then we play Northwestern. And Northwestern out of Iowa, Coach Corver is their head coach, and I've known Coach Corver for a long time, good friend, great Christian man, runs a great program. They've got arguably the best player in the country. They got a big kid who's really good, so we're going to get tested right out the gate, and then we've got two Division I's on the schedule before we go to Kingsport. We're playing Appalachian State and Ball State. They're exhibitions for us, but they also give us a great test on a bigger stage, so to speak, to see where we're at. And we're looking forward to those games. And then we go to Kingsport and play in the show where we play two really good teams down there, but we get to see a lot of good teams. We're the host for that. It's the 9th year that I've ran that event. We've got 20 men's teams and 10 women. For that, so it's the premier NAI holiday event in the country, and I don't know of another college basketball event that has 30 teams participate. So it's grown, and it's a good weekend and a special weekend.
I know I'm looking forward to that this year a lot. And as we close out, I want to say, I love doing basketball with you guys, but I also do a number of other sports for the university. I've been with the opening of the football season this year, and in baseball and softball. I see you a lot, and this is something that I think is really great. And one of the many reasons I love this place so much is the teams are interchangeable. You guys work hard, and I just did a volleyball match on Saturday that our volleyball coach was talking about the fact that you allowed the basketball players to replicate the size of our opponent's front line. So this is not just a Christian university in name. There's a lot of fellowship between all of the teams, and I think that makes everybody better.
It does, and I think it's important. I try to get out and watch everybody. I try to support everybody. I try to stay in contact with all the head coaches on campus and the players that I do know. We've had a lot of success. Men's and women's tennis, obviously, they're leading the way on campus. They've got the most conference championships since Oakland City went NAI and joined the River States Conference. And women's basketball's had great success. Men's soccer's been up there. But we, and I emphasize this when I say we, our staff and our players, we try to support everybody. We're one of the most vocal in serving and leading and trying to develop an atmosphere in the Johnson Center for volleyball games. And we think we've done a good job of that. Hopefully it's reciprocated when we play, but it's a special place. It really is.
Well, Ken, as we close, I do want to thank you for allowing me to be a small part of this program. It is certainly a joy, and I'm looking forward to hanging with you, talking to you before every ball game and after every ball game. And I think it's going to be a great year.
We hope so, and we're looking forward to it. We're always glad to have you here with us, Walt. Thank you.